No? Are we good? Yeah?
Okay.
Sweet. Cool.
Is it working?
Hi, everybody. I'm Chloe, and this is Shane.
Hi.
Still. And yeah, we apologize. I know lip reading classes are so expensive. Too spicy for you. Shit happens.
Shit happens. So, as I was saying before, disclaimer, but you couldn't hear me. A few people are out today, and
yeah, we kind of had a 5-alarm fire here, so that's why you get Shane. But I feel like everybody should be out all the time, and it should just be me and Shane. I think that'd be great. We can just set it like a camera timer and just be like, all right, you got 5 seconds, go. You don't need fancy graphics.
No, we could always run a really short one. Whatever, we got this. Anyway, hi everyone. And first of all, we want to talk about what we launched this week, which was virtual currency, also known as gold keys.
Yes.
And we want to thank you all for your support, for your continued support, for just the response that we've gotten. We really appreciate it. And we were definitely super excited to see everybody, their responses.
Obviously, this is something that we've been trying to get out for a little while now. And it's very important to having a successful free-to-play game is making it so that it can make money somehow. Because, yeah. Video game development is not a charity situation, as much as sometimes we would like to be able to do that for you guys.
For free. And
I have a cat at home. I need to feed her. I need to feed myself. She does eat a lot, granted. Even on a diet, she still eats a lot. So, your gold key purchases keep my cat from starving.
Oh, it's things like that, that really make development worthwhile. So, but yes, thank you guys. It's been really great, and we're doing what we can. There is no console update today. I know a lot of you were looking for that, but we can tell you that supporting the game any way you can is helping us get there. So any way you can, it's helping. And
if you haven't heard about virtual currency, or if it sounds like a new concept to you, gold keys, you're like, what? There's a lot of information on our forums. There's a whole letter that came from Chris and Phil explaining kind of what's going on with that. And then we have a little FAQ. So if you're confused, I know a lot of people only read one, didn't read the other, and were like, but now it's pay to win because you can just buy perks. You can't.
You can't buy perks.
You cannot buy perks. So you don't need to worry about people coming into the game fresh and just buying all the perks and feeling like they're way stronger than they should be. You can't. So that's definitely something that we really, really wanted to make sure was clear and was set up in the game that way, because sometimes you just want to unlock a character and you're like, oh shoot, I just spent my silver keys on a skin, but I really want this character right now, so now you can just do that.
Also, regarding currency, so there was we went through and we changed prices on things, and we know that there was some controversy revolving around that, and then others where there was a lot of data shown that, a lot of our stuff was priced lower than any other game. So thank you guys all for looking into that, for giving information to others, for spreading, the information that we can't when it's just on the forums or on the website, and then just going out there and being advocates for us. Thank you so much. But also know that no matter how high something seems, we're going to have events where it's going to be times, multipliers for keys. So there will be other times where you can just go in and, rake in the keys.
Yeah.
That's definitely Oh, well.
Yay! Good job, Kenneth.
Good job, Kenneth. Woo! So speaking of that, we have a sale going on for different items every day for gold keys and silver keys. Silver keys are actually, I believe, 10% off everything. And gold keys are 50% off select items. All this week, every day is different items. So check in with that and see what's going on. If there's something you've been looking forward to, just check in and see if it's on there, because it'll just be mixed up every day. Other than that, we have an exciting thing going on. We're going to be out in the flesh. That sounds weird. You won't see us face to face.
We're going to be outside. I think that's newsworthy enough.
We're gonna
I don't leave my apartment very often except to come here.
No. Oh, good job.
I want to be close to Shane, but it's also like...
This is my fault, don't worry. Yes, we will be attending the Games and Music Festival in Dana Point. Thanks to our friends over at Game Changer, who, if you didn't know, is a wonderful charity that brings games to kids who are suffering from
life-threatening
illnesses. I always
Which is
want to say
awful.
really bad, but
And
life-threatening.
I met some of these kids during, gosh, was it E3?
Yes.
E3, and they're so sweet. Like, just watching a kid who's carting around equipment with them because they have to, like, sit down and have a blast playing FIFA, just, you know, with some of their friends at the hospital. Like, it was really, really sweet. They're an amazing charity. They're really just genuinely amazing people. And yeah, it always feels good when we get to hang out with them and do something really cool. So this is a really amazing event. There's going to be some really cool music there. There's a lot of kind of oldie type cover bands that are going to be playing, and I think it'll be really fun. It's that kind of music everybody can just kind of enjoy and hang out,
Chill out,
families, whatever. And we'll be there with a booth.
Yes, and when we say booth, we mean we're going to have a whole setup where you can come and play with us or play together and check out stage 2 if you haven't been able to. And also meet the devs. We'll have giveaways and we'll be signing things. And then we'll also have observer mode put out outside of the booth so everyone can see the game and really engage.
Yeah,
So
we know a lot of you guys join us from Europe for the stream, so we love you. Unfortunately, this particular event is going to be in Dana Point, which is more in our neck of the woods in San Orange County, California. So if you are in that area, San Diego, LA, come by. It should be really fun. We can put the link to the event in chat. I'm sure Burl's probably on that.
Yes, I think it's gamesandmusicfestival.com, I believe.
Oh, that's pretty
or
easy.
the game. It's one of those.
Yeah.
I had it prepped, but I'm not there. I'm letting you all down. I'm sorry, but but I will get it to you later.
There's some rumors going around that you're a hologram, which would be really cool because if we can have hologram Shane
yeah, that would be
out
really
here
cool.
while she's really running the stream out there,
Yeah.
I feel like that would be amazing. We should invent that
We should. I could do so many more things
with all of my science powers.
I've seen them at work.
I saw a shirt the other day that said, "Screw your lab safety, I want superpowers." And I was like, I need that shirt. I love that shirt. It was great. Anyway, sidetrack.
Anyway, so other than that, we just want to say thank you to all the community members that we have now, that are new, that have been around forever. We love you guys. And feedback is always welcome. Make sure to put all your feedback on the forums. Tag me in the forums if you need to, at Shaners. I am there. We are there. We have a dev tracker on our forums where you can go and see all the responses that we've given out as a studio. We looked into it, and it's actually really surprising. 70 devs are in the forums, which is, I believe, almost 70% of the team. So, and that's big. For a lot of studios, there's only a couple devs in there, or they're just lurking. But 70% of us are in there. So
even I've been back on there lately. Because sometimes I'll just like poke my head in to see what you guys are talking about. But you know, it's always really amazing seeing feedback when people really put some thought into it and are kind of approach it in a way like, okay, well, I know that what I say will be read and I want it to be useful and helpful. Mm-hmm. You know, some of the comments that we get are, hey, you guys are assholes and don't know how to balance your game. And that's like,
okay.
I understand it's coming from a place of frustration, but you gotta know that like, we want to act on your feedback. We want to make changes. We want to make the game better. And we can do that if you guys are constructive and you give us detailed feedback about exactly what doesn't feel good. Mm-hmm. So, you know, making us feel bad isn't a great way to get that done, you know, if you're attacking us. And
it's just like anything in life, right? Yeah, it's just like anything in life, and we're dealing with people. When we're as forward-facing as we are, and we have so many devs involved, we all have feelings, we all have emotions. Normally, it's like one person pulling for each studio or each game, but we've got a lot of people in there that are invested in it.
We make ourselves really available. I know a lot of you guys are friends with, you know, even when Jess was here, Jess had a lot of friends on Steam with you guys, and you know, we're all available on Twitter and Discord and forums. Like, we really put ourselves out there for you, so it feels really good when you guys use that to communicate what you need in a way that we can kind of parse and put into action. But on the flip side of that, you know, we still see it when you guys are
being transparent comes with like good things and bad things. The good thing is we can work together to make the game awesome, and the bad thing is we get our feelings hurt sometimes. But that's what I'm here for. I'm the punching bag. Don't worry, I've got this. I'm made of titanium. It's like that song. Anyway, I'm rambling on.
Yeah, a little bit. So we have a raffle
I believe it is for
a giveaway.
Cabbat badge, which Kenneth might be able to put up, but I didn't tell him where it was because I ran in here.
We literally had like 5 minutes to sort this out, so
but
Shane
really
is doing an
cool-
amazing job, considering she wasn't expecting to be broadcast to 200 people today.
It is a really cool badge of a bird, like the Cabbat badge. I don't know what bird it is. It's not a mammoth bird. Some other strange.
All I can think of is the.
But it has flames.
Nick
yellow
Cage.
flames.
My hair is a bird.
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's
of.
what it looks like.
I think are you talking about the Phoenix thing?
I think so,
Phoenix
but it's
badge?
not really. I don't know.
It'll be cool. It'll be an awesome surprise badge.
So let's put !boy game changer in the chat, and we will pick some winners for that badge, and we'll get those to you ASAP. Because Dave's really awesome and he'll get that out to you. So I'm gonna do something super ghetto, and I'm gonna get up and leave, and then I'm
Just
gonna
you?
run the stream. Oh well, I guess you can go too, but then it'll be maybe we should.
I'll
just
just
dance
stay up here and do a
out.
dance, and Shane's gonna
And then
leave
we'll-
with her really pretty rose gold hair. I don't know
love
if you
all
guys
of you.
noticed,
I love all of you.
but it's different. It's pretty.
It is different. I am no longer a
You
ghost
guys
and really
should
blending
tell
in.
her how awesome she is.
I love you guys. So this isn't gonna
Work
be awkward
hard.
at all. Don't worry.
Oh, hey, we're here.
Hey guys.
Look at us.
How's it going?
It's going good. I think
What's
we're
that
having...
on your shirt right there?
It's
Did you
water.
just spill some water.
It's
on
water. I actually spilled water on myself as I was coming on here, and then
Sure.
Tim's like, "Oh, look at me! I'm gonna make fun of him and
Yeah.
point it out. You know, we can
Yeah.
just like make fun of you. I don't know.
It? It's too easy to make
Like-
fun of me. Everyone already does.
I mean, you're just Tim. That's just
Yeah.
what happens. So
Uh,
yeah, we're having a good day. Clearly.
We're having like a little bit more of a relaxed, fun stream.
Mm-hmm.
So we are here to talk to you guys about a few different things. There is the slim change that
Yeah.
just happened this past week. So we're going to cover that really quickly. There he is in all his glory. Our beloved Basilisk soldier.
Everyone's favorite Basilisk soldier.
Yeah,
And
especially the
only.
pro teams, they love him. We refactored him a little bit. We did some changes to his healing. If you want to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so basically the idea behind this whole change was to make him a lot easier to play, and the whole thing came to like how his leech gun worked with his healing burst. Like his healing burst is actually a toggle now, so
Yeah.
if there's anyone around you that is like low health at all, then the heal burst will trigger, and then with the actual leech gun itself, it now. You don't need to hit as many pellets as you did before, so you need to hit like all 6 to get a full recharge, and now it's only 3. So
I
it's
I do really like that change because like when you were playing Slim beforehand and you were against like, a monster like Kraken,
Yeah.
it was a little difficult to like heal your team up.
Even Gorgon too. Gorgon was
Yes,
like super frustrating to
even-
play
and
against.
Wraith.
Yeah.
Wraith,
Oh
you know,
yeah.
Any of those monsters that had like
Yeah, no, I
smaller
agree.
hitboxes than Goliath or Behemoth, the Slim changes kind of helped that to make sure that he'd be on like an even front across all monsters.
No, it definitely. Those two definitely felt super good, and then we also looked again at his Spore Cloud, and then decided that it was time to go, and we gave it a new passive ability. And what the mutated adrenal gland does is it actually gives move speed, jump height, and then a little heal over time.
Yeah.
But this is more, what it allowed us to do is to take less healing on the team and give it like, because Slim also had really strong self-healing, and then, oh yeah, the redo is behind me. But he also had really strong like team healing, and then also led to a lot of strong self-healing just because of the way the numbers had to be for him to be effective for most players. And then now having this, we can put his own self-heal in there, right? And less on the heal burst, and the heal burst can be more about healing his team and, you know, and kind of like gate where his healing comes from and how often it comes up, and give him some extra utility within the fights that he was kind of missing. Because really he was just like, I'm going to shoot the monster and heal, right?
Yeah. Now Slim's kind of like he's more even across the board. He's been a little bit more normalized. But like it's been a good approach because, you know, he was kind of a high skill cat medic to play, but it wasn't necessarily always a fun experience. And one of the things that we were really looking forward to doing with Stage 2 is making sure that everyone has a fun experience playing some of these characters. And now we feel like Slim is in a better place overall.
Yeah. And the other thing too that this does for us is it allows us to better just like balance him as we go along. Like if he does need more changes or anything like that, we can easily like make them, and they're not going to hurt him across the board. Like whereas before, like if we pushed him too far over the edge, like competitive wise, like he would be one of the best picked. And then if we didn't have that, then he would just be not picked at all, and then people would think he would be like not viable, right? So
Pelly Koenig asks why did we remove Spore Cloud? I mean, we looked at Spore Cloud originally, and there was a lot of issues with it. We kind of thought it was not quite as much of a fun ability for the monster player to play against with the original Evolve design. So we looked at it, and we decided that we tried to fix it in a bunch of different ways, but we were having problems with that, trying to balance it correctly. So we were like, let's try to refactor it.
Yeah, and I think like that's kind of where a lot of things in Stage 2 come out, is like, you know, if we can solve it in a way that we like, then we'd rather do that than try and make something that was old work, right? Like Bucket UAV is another example of this, and like giving it mechanized recharge was just like a simple like, this is something we think that'll be valuable and people will like. And that's kind of the same thing we did with Slim here. So I think like other characters, you know, as we go along and, you know, get more time to develop, then it's more like, okay, like we get to look at each one under the microscope and kind of see where it needs to go from there.
Yeah. So aside from Slim's healing toggle ability and his Spore Cloud, I know we also did some like minor adjustments to his healing drone. I know we've still been looking at that.
Yeah.
We just brought that down a little bit.
Yeah, the in-cap healing on that was a little crazy. So it was another one of those like added utilities that he had that we wanted to like monitor and bring back a bit for his overall kit, because he still is super strong at bringing up in-cap teammates. So and then having this like, I can revive a teammate from almost anywhere kind of thing was super strong. So we're definitely watching that, and then we're going to have our eyes also on the drone, you know, see if it needs any other changes and kind of go from there. But yeah. That's been Slim.
The next thing we're here to talk to you guys about.
So this one's kind of a surprise too.
It's a little bit of a teaser. We've got a new support variant in the works, and as a support player for the Balance team, you know, I'm pretty excited about this because we haven't had a variant quite yet. So there he is. There
you go. There's Battle Cabbat.
My boy Cabbat.
Yeah, we have a lot to talk about. You know, we have some teases. You know, not a full reveal, but we definitely want to give a little excitement to people on a Thursday, right? Didn't even tell anyone. We're just like, hey, we're gonna do it.
Yeah, we're pretty excited about this. So we're just gonna kind of briefly go over some of the abilities for you guys. The first ability is like his main weapon. It's the photon cannon. The way that mechanic is gonna work. The rapid fire.
There you go.
Yeah. So we took the rail cannon and made it so that it doesn't go through walls anymore, but you've got 6 shots and you can fire them in rapid succession for pretty good damage.
And it's also like it retains a lot of the accuracy of the normal rail cannon. So you can actually like a big thing with Battle Cabbat is using them from range, right? Like this thing is one of those you can just keep chipping the monster and just getting a lot of that damage wherever you're at in the dome. So it's a lot of fun to use.
Yeah, I mean the design of the character is kind of moving away from like that bursty ability that Cabbat originally brought, and he's just more like that consistency.
Yeah,
it's very consistent. The second ability is it's gonna bring back some love from some Hank players. It's called Solar Blast. the way that ability works is it's this targeted explosive that you deploy and
Yeah, there you
has
go.
like a massive explosion, deals moderate damage. So the reload on it is very short, so you guys can expect to use it quite a bit.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. It also has some little added utility that I think you yourself,
Yeah.
used to use with Hank.
We played around with it quite a bit. It'll be monitored because I do get pretty excessive using it. I use Solar Blast as a mobility ability. So what a lot of original Hank players used to do was use Orbital Strike to like launch themselves forward from the explosion. And you can do that currently with Solar Blast, but that might get tailored a little
Yeah,
bit
it's
more.
definitely something we'll have our eyes on when he launches, but it's one of those like added like little quirks, and plus like a callback to a lot of the old school guys, right?
Yeah.
And I think they'll be a little happy using that,
It's
finding new ways to use it, right? Because it's definitely interesting,
It's
right?
a fun ability. He's all Battle Cabbat is all skill shot focused, so a lot of people that have that ability to predict player movements and have good aiming, you'll succeed very well with Battle Cabbat.
Yeah, almost everything is a skill shot.
Yeah,
Come to think
he's-
of it,
he's
I
a
think
skill shot hero.
yeah, it's cool. So.
Moving on to kind of another bit of a skill shot, but not quite. We've got Orbital Concealment, and this is going to bring back some more feel goods for some older players. In case you missed Invisibility, it's back with Battle Cabbat. Here's a quick overview of it. So it works like how OG Cabbat, OG original Cabbat, his dust tag works, but instead of doing a radioactive outline of the monster, it cloaks your team and gives them a movement speed boost inside this field, so you can do a number of things with that.
Yeah, it definitely has its little moments where you want to use it, right? Like we've actually been doing it to Cloak Dome again, which was really fun. Like that's one of the things I think Brandon like loved of the old school Evolve, right? And we thought like with this character you can have that kind of play style, right? Because that's his thing, right? It's okay to not have, or it's not okay to have it across the whole game, but like when a character is like that's his focus, then you can balance that character around that focus, right?
Right.
So and plus for us, it's had a lot of cool moments. Like there's even the time, like I remember one of the games I was like, I basically just survived so much longer than I should have, just because of like bringing back the old juking and stuff that we used to do.
Visibility.
Yeah, like it was a lot of fun for us, right? And the nice thing is we can make sure it's an enjoyable like ability to fight against, right? Much unlike like the Spore Cloud, where it pretty much always was good. Now like Cloak is much easier to work around than the actual like just masking that Slim had. So this is why we feel more comfortable doing something like this compared to like Spore Cloud.
It also doesn't last like that 20-second duration that I think the old support cloak did. So, and it's within like an area, so if you move outside of that area,
Then
it
and like
fall off
and
with its current iteration.
Yeah, and the cool thing is you'll know where that area is, and you can also like you'll see the thing, like it has a lot of tells, right? Like you'll see the call down happen, you'll hear the sound effect, you'll see the effect, right?
Yeah.
You know all this stuff is happening, so you're like, okay, they're cloaked, right? Like it's not just like, oh, they just appeared out of nowhere, right? But
It's got some more counterplay.
yeah.
To it.
So it definitely has its fun uses. But I think the most interesting part, or one of the most interesting parts of Battle Cabbat's kit is actually where his shield burst, or how his shield burst works.
Yeah. Maniac Squirrel wanted to do like wanted to do a different take on the support shield, and I thought it was a really cool idea that he had, where it's a projectile shield burst, so it's another skill shot.
Yeah.
Projected shield burst.
Yeah, it was pretty neat.
So there you can see Battle Cabbat. He'll shoot it out from himself, and another cool feature is like it has a bit of gravity to it, so it'll like kind of launch like a grenade to help you aim it. But in case you like overshoot it, you can hit the button again and detonate it in the air.
Yeah, it's definitely a very cool like new way of shielding, right? Yeah. And it plays to the whole thing with Battle Cabbat, where you want to be from afar, like because that's one thing like Brandon at least thought of it from the beginning is like, you know, if you're using this character and like supporting like with the solar burst and you know just shooting with the rail cannon over and over again, like how are you going to shield your team when you're like 40-50 meters away, right? Like, and this was that answer, and also turned into like a super fun like new way. Like it makes the character feel really exciting to play, and just like you haven't played a support where you're shielding like this, right? And that makes it a lot of fun. And also like you kind of got to choose sometimes, like, where's my shield burst going to go? Is it like,
yeah, you have to kind of lead your shot
Yeah.
a little bit.
it's definitely for the more mechanically sound player, but I think it's one of those, like, once you get used to everything and you start
Yeah.
getting into Battle Cabot, you feel really rewarded, right? And I think that's a cool thing about this character. Like, I think the support class in general, like, has a big feeling of like, oh, I had an impact, right? And I think that's why, like, you and many players like main it, right? So
Yeah, I definitely enjoy characters where you can flip between all of their abilities and you feel engaged. And Battle Cabot definitely reaches that kind of target market where it's like, okay, you're always doing something.
Yeah.
You're like firing your shields or you're firing your skill shots. So you've got your photon cannon in there, and then for like those situational moments, you've got the orbital concealment. So the kit is a lot of fun to play. I hope you guys like look forward to it.
yeah, no, it'll be
It's the next support variant.
yeah, it'll be the next support, so that's exciting. Whenever that hits, but we definitely wanted to show off some stuff and get people in the know a bit, right? Like, and see how things are
Definitely.
going. But and plus, it's nice to just drop a little surprise out of nowhere, right? Like, that's just how we roll sometimes, right?
Yeah, totally.
So definitely be on the forums, right? We'll be there to answer any questions about Battle Cabot and stuff. We'll be hanging out there. I'm sure Reddit will pick up on it as well. So we'll be hanging out, watching people's reactions. But we're excited to see how people like Battle Cabot.
Yeah.
So
I think we've got another badge to give away.
I think
for
we
you
do
guys.
too.
Another badge
We
giveaway.
we can give away a badge.
Ooh, this one. Right there.
That was a good.
So the thing that you guys will have to say inside Twitch chat is !game changer. So,
There you go.
I mean, that's Battle Cabot right there.
He's a game changer.
So if you guys can do that, and then we'll see who comes out on top.
You were really happy about the game changer thing, weren't you? You're like,
Yeah, it's pretty lame.
it's all right. It's all right. That's what we do here. It's just
Yeah.
terrible jokes all day.
Yeah.
It's great. But yeah, so definitely be on the lookout on the forums and talk about stuff. Battle Cabot, right there. It was definitely a cool thing for us and something like yeah, let's just do it, right?
He's fun.
Yeah, it'll be exciting. It's also exciting to start getting into furthering what a character can have in their kit, right? Like thinking about like an orbital barrage missile that you can just call down every 10 seconds or 5 seconds, whatever the cooldown it ends up being.
It's really short right now.
Yeah. So it definitely has that good feeling. All of it just feels really awesome to use, right? And we have a lot of cool stuff like that we're working on, and definitely, especially some stuff in October that'll be a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
it'll be really exciting. I'm pretty stoked for next month. But we also, if people don't know, we always like to talk about this. The HGL is going on this weekend, both the pro and amateur tournaments. The pro will be on Sunday, and the amateur will be on Saturday. So definitely, if you're new to Evolve Competitive, try out on Saturday and have a good time. We'll also be giving away all the rewards at the end of the month. So I have 4 weeks of rewards to give. So now that
what rewards are you giving away?
it'll be silver keys for people just playing in the amateur tournament, and also a badge for people that get in the top. I believe it's in the top 2. And then also in the pro tournament, it's just a big hefty amount of silver keys. The first place team will get 5K keys a player, so 5,000 keys a player, which is pretty nice. So
Hey, I could use those 5K keys. I feel like I'm broke these days.
It's all right,
That Goliath money bag thing. I can't even afford that.
It's just.
I want that badge. Oh my God, there it is. I want that.
Shane just had that one on command. It's
Yeah.
No,
She taunts me with it.
Yeah.
That's what she's doing.
Yeah, no, it's cool. We've actually we can track how many people purchase stuff like that. So it's cool to see how it's a very small set of people have unlocked it, and how wow, there you go.
Want it.
But yeah, definitely be on the lookout for stuff like that. And also there's the rolling behemoth badge if you buy gold keys for the first time. That's another one as well. So that's a definite a lot of cool badges that we're going to be throwing out. Yeah.
I got that one. It's the one I can't afford.
And then also the founder badge that we have as well. All those are just super cool. And I think we're going to be giving out this one as well. This nice little Meteor Goliath badge. Because why not? Right? It is out.
That's out.
It's
Yeah.
cool.
I saw that one in the store at one point, and I wanted it.
You're
I
like,
was I don't know
please
how to
give it to me.
Yeah, founders
I just,
only.
Yeah, so there you go. It's out for founders, so definitely enjoy yourself a nice Meteor Goliath badge. I think Meteor Goliath is like one of our favorites, especially if you've been around for a while. So
He's cool.
just the big blue Goliath, man. He's cool. Yeah, big blue monsters seem to be a favorite around here. You know.
I guess for like those guys that are curious about upcoming stuff, next week you guys definitely want to watch the stream. There's going to be another reveal about some cool stuff that's going to go into the game. So definitely look forward to that.
Definitely October is going to be filled with a lot of fun little moments for us.
You guys don't want to miss that.
Yeah, and also like this is another thing that we've been working on as well, and the other team, like I feel cool about talking about. It's on the Trello board, but we're working on like the dam revision, which is kind of cool. It's not like a full on release. We're going to be doing a different release style where it'll only be in customs for a while, but it's going to be something that I've talked about it with some of the pro teams and in Twitch streams, but I think having people here to hear about it would be cool. But it'll be something that we build alongside the community, right? Like maps are a really interesting thing, right? Like even the maps that we have out now, we're like we'll see players use and like a piece of geometry in a way that we're man, right? And we have to go through and change it. So we figured why don't we take in the community and like let's just see how everyone reacts to the map, and then we can change it and iterate on it as we go along. And that's even something you'll be seeing like even with Deepest Arc again. One of our map guys that has been really passionate about it is doing a second iteration of that along with the rest of that team.
Can't wait to see it.
So that like a lot of exciting stuff that we like that's part of what Stage 2 is about, and like we'll be
to the community and like seeing all those forum posts. Like when are you guys gonna do a new map? When are you guys gonna get that out there? Like we saw we're doing
trying.
it.
So definitely been cool. And if you guys want to hang out and talk with us after the stream, Discord's also another great place. It's discord.gg/evolvegame. That's another place to go. Definitely just put @anydev or generally the community team, and one of us will answer. And we'll be hanging out in there. I'm generally found on Reddit, chilling there, along with Tim. Tim lurks Reddit like all day.
Yeah.
It's just on our.
Corey, I'm like, respond to this.
I'm like, okay, Tim.
I don't have like the golden. I don't have like the.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't have that.
I should get that.
I mean, it's probably because you're Tim.
Yeah.
Let's just be real. It's okay.
No
one likes Tim. But yeah, I think that'll be it for us today. I don't think too much else. It was a fun stream getting to reveal some cool stuff. We hope you guys are excited about Battle Cabbat and then everything else that's coming out, and definitely be on the lookout on some websites of ours, especially evolveupdates.com. I hear has something cool on it right now.
Evolveupdates.com. You guys want teasers? Always check there.
Yeah, definitely be on the lookout there. So it'll be some cool stuff, and we're excited. And this weekend will be super fun on the competitive side. So be on the lookout for both the pro and amateur tournaments. Also, if you want to play in the pro tourney, definitely get in contact with Super Bad Juju. I'm sure he'll be more than happy to help. You can find him on the Twitters and all that good stuff, or just Google him. And you can find his Twitch stream and hang out with him and ask him a question in there because he's streaming all the time. So definitely do that. But other than that, I think that's going to be it for us, unless you have anything else, Tim.
No, I think we're going to wrap it up. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. We'll look forward to seeing you next week.
It's been a great stream. You guys have a good one.
don't have any game volume.